There's a whole lot of crying and whining in my "if you're afraid to roll with heavyweights, you might suck at jiu-jitsu" post. It's by far my most popular post ever. I didn't know I was going to get under everybody's skin, but some people are really in their feelings. Some school owners, some black belts even, are telling me that I don't understand what I'm talking about because rolling with somebody bigger and heavier is going to take them off the mats for weeks and months at a time and blah, 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 blah. But I'm here to tell you that that's a load of crap. Now, I'm training at Gracie University. Before that, I trained at a school in Laguna Hills, and you can Google it if you want to. Hell, just scroll back in my comments in my previous posts, and you'll see the name of the school, and you'll see some of my instructors. And the reason why I'm saying that, because I don't like to mention those guys, is because those guys are freaking warriors. Those guys are old as dirt. I rode with the guy named Greg. I talk about him a lot in my videos. He's over 50 years old. He weighs about 185, maybe 195 pounds, which means I outweigh him by 100 pounds. And I rolled life and death with this guy every freaking week from day one of jiu-jitsu until I quit after just under 3 years. We rolled as hard as I possibly could. The reason why? He gave me a directive. He said, "Chris, if you roll with the purple belt, brown belt, or black belt, give them all your weight. They should be able to handle it. If you're rolling with the white belt or blue belt, moderate it and be a good training partner." I talked about that in a previous video. So I was a good training partner and was moderate with everybody up to purple belt. But at purple belt, I would tell them, "Greg says I can put it on you." And they said, "Bring it on." And none of those guys got hurt. And none of those guys couldn't show up and teach the next day. Hell, Greg, we did a private lesson every Saturday for years. And he was back on the mats on Tuesday, training and teaching the class, fighting me and everybody else life and death. Hell, the head honcho of the school is over 60 freaking years old. And he'd roll with me all the time. I'd call him old man, and I gave him everything I had. All the weight, all the pressure, every bit of strength I had, and he just dealt with it. He dealt with me, and he brought his old ass back on the mats the next day to keep doing it and keep kicking ass. So I want you to ask yourself, if you're at home and you're complaining and whining, I can't roll with heavy guys because they're too big and strong and they might hurt me. I'm going to go on record and say it again. I think your jiu-jitsu is lacking. I won't say it sucks, but I'll say it's lacking, because if you put a little asterisk and say, "I'm great, I can handle anything except big, strong guys," then there's something wrong with you. Because let's face it, if you're going to roll with the guy who's super fast, you don't give an asterisk for them. "Oh, he's just too flexible for me. He's just too young. He's just too fast. He's just too smart." Now, come on, man. You guys are making excuses for yourself, and it's getting a little bit sad. And I try not to be negative, but damn it, come on, y'all. I made a video, hurt my arm. I'm just like, yo, man, it's hard finding good training partners when you're a big guy. I said that, and I stand by that. And it's hard finding good training partners when people are afraid. And I brought out a lot of fearful sons of biscuits in the comments. And I don't want to be negative, I'm not trying to hate, but damn it, if you are afraid to roll with an ultra heavyweight or a heavyweight, check yourself. Check your game, because you are lacking. I can walk into my old school right now and take on the head honcho with everything I got, and he's gonna yawn. As a matter of fact, we used to roll, and I'd be giving him everything I had, and he'd look over at other people that were rolling and training and give them advice on how to get out of positions or what they should do next. I'm giving this guy everything I have as the spazziest, heaviest killer whale of a white belt, and he was basically yawning. So if you ain't got it like that, maybe you ought to get a little better at freaking jiu-jitsu. And I know I'm at Gracie University. People like to talk trash in Gracie University. That's fine. But you know what? I go down to Torrance. I'm training with Henner. I'm training with Hiron. I'm talking to those guys. They ain't scared of me. They're not afraid to roll with Chris. I mean, we're not rolling yet. It's combative, so we're drilling. But Henner and Hiron jumped right in with my big, heavy white belt ass and had no problem getting down and drilling and practicing with me. And they have a lot to lose. Probably a lot more to lose than you clowns in the comments. So forgive me for my negativity. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm in pain. But you know what? I'm a little frustrated because there are a lot of people calling me out. "Oh, this guy doesn't know anything. He's just a white belt. He shouldn't give advice until he's a purple belt." I'm talking about. But the truth of the matter is, if you separate yourself from something that is difficult, you are going to be weak. You're like a guy that has a super strong upper body and no freaking legs. Your jiu-jitsu has no legs. You skip leg day because you're afraid to roll with somebody big and strong. And I'm sorry, this sounds like a pro wrestling promo, but damn it, don't come for me in my comments and say I'm lacking or I'm stupid or I'm inexperienced. I'm just a white belt. I got 2 other black belts. I got multiple amateur fights under my belt. I know what the hell I'm talking about. And if you're scared of me, good. If you're scared of me and big guys like me, good. You should be, because we are the thing that you fear. We are the thing that you avoid because we are difficult. Now, somebody said in the comments on YouTube, what about the guys like The Mountain or like Brian Shaw, 6'8", 440 pounds? What do you do with those guys? You put your head between your legs and you kiss your ass goodbye. Because if you have somebody who's big and strong and they know jiu-jitsu, you're pretty much cooked. And so I feel like a lot of people are realizing that they're cooked. The game is different. It's not like it was back in 1994 when nobody knew jiu-jitsu. Now you're getting big, strong, athletic people who know jiu-jitsu. The D1 wrestlers, they're sending a lot of people running for the comments. Well, keep running, baby, because I'm going to keep training. And my jiu-jitsu is only going to get better. And when I get better, when I get stronger, when I get faster, because I'm only getting leaner, I'm coming for y'all. So if you don't like my little white belt advice, you don't like my page, you don't like my comments, don't follow me. But don't get on there and try to crap on me because you can't handle things, because I can go about 6 miles that way and there's a whole room full of gangsters who would whoop my ass on a regular basis and yawn, take a drink after class, and then show up the next day to do it all over again. If you can't, that's a you problem. And I don't want to be negative, so let me just shift gears. Stay focused, stay positive, and stay vigilant. Get on those mats. Don't be afraid. Rise to the occasion. Let's go.